Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sauter. I'm a writer for FootballAnalysisOne.com. I'm also a writer for CFLNewsHub.com. Look out for my Hamilton Tiger Cats versus BC Lions pregame article coming out tomorrow. Boom! Also today, Hamilton Tiger Cats signed 2 players, and I have highlighted those in the article today. School starts tomorrow officially, so my time is shortening every day. If you don't recall, I'm a chemistry teacher and I'm a defensive coordinator at Grace Baptist Academy. Boom! Today we ran some dramatically good zone blitzes at our offense and really broke through. Some 1990s style Dom Capers, Pittsburgh Steelers, Carolina Panthers type stuff. We could talk about that sometimes on fire zones. Okay, I don't run that stuff in my defense currently, so maybe we can chat it up. Okay, let me know if you want to hear about some fire zone. We got more and more fans all the time. We're climbing to 1,000 subscribers, climbing the mountain to 1,000. That's the next landmark. We got over 100. Got over 100. Now we're climbing to 1,000. Okay. If you want to see specific content, let me know what you got. Of course, we're not going to get the Bengals training camp every week. I had to go out of my way to do that. I could get some footballs. I coach football every day. I could get some of our drill work. We actually took one of the drills from the Bengals there, a block destruction drill, linebackers. We're utilizing that this week, so that's pretty nice. Today what we're just going to do, we're going to catch up with some IFL, the playoffs, the first round playoffs are finished after last night. We took a beating on our predictions. We're going to talk about CFL transactions. We'll probably do CFL predictions tomorrow because they're going to start playing Thursday night. It's coming up, man. NFL preseason coming up Thursday night as well. Bengals play Thursday night. We'll have to watch that. Okay, we got some NFL news. We got some ELF news. Just sprinkle it in as we go. I'm joined by my co-host, Tyler the Tiger. Tyler the Tiger, not Post Malone. Even though I got signature on my face, I'm tatted up, but I'm not Post Malone. No, I'm just Tyler the Tiger. Okay, that was real weird, Tyler the Tiger. Okay, I'm glad you're right. Okay, all right, here we go. IFL Playoffs, man. Here's how this played out. First, on Saturday night, Jacksonville Sharks traveled to Quad City. I figured Jacksonville Sharks were going to put on a pretty good show, man. You got to come out there and do some stuff. They didn't. They didn't. Let's make a long story short. They didn't get it done, man. Boo. Jacksonville Sharks came out in Quad City. They threw for 175 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception. That's pretty solid, man. 175 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception. That's pretty solid. They ran the ball for 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. They had no sacks, though. No sacks. They did a lot what you got to do to win the game. They did everything you got to do to win the game, really. They didn't turn the ball over. They had you got some good rushing yards, got some rushing touchdowns. Not that many rushing touchdowns, but they got a few. What happened then? Quad City came out. Daquan Neal, 165 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Well, that's where you lost the game, bud. You lost the game because he threw 6 touchdowns. You can't control Daquan Neal. You can't lock down his receivers. You're just getting scored upon my will. You played no defense. Jacksonville Sharks showed up and played no defense. Do what you got to do on offense. They did what you got to do. They didn't play defense, man, against Quad City. That's not a good way to beat Quad City. Quad City rushed the ball for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns, but 6 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. Even though they threw an interception, it doesn't matter. They win 57-41, and they are going to host the Eastern Conference Finals. Eastern Conference Championship game, I guess. ECC, I saw somewhere. Okay. Who are they going to play against? Well, Sunday afternoon, the number 3 Tulsa Oilers traveled to the number 2 Green Bay Blizzard in the East. Okay, I predicted the Green Bay Blizzard offense was going to come out here and run today. I did think Sam Casanova would have a chance to try and become the first guy to win an AF1 championship in IFL. We'll see what happened here. Okay, so Tulsa Oilers traveled to Green Bay. Tough place to win. They threw 174 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Sam Casanova melted under the pressure of a blizzard. That's awkward, man. How are you going to melt in a blizzard? Okay, they ran the ball for 77 yards, 1 touchdown, no sacks. 4 interceptions. That Sam Casanova. Except they're forcing it, man. Green Bay Blizzard. Max Myler came out on 211 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. 4 interceptions, no interceptions. Who won this game? Green Bay did. You know it. They ran the ball for 87 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. They had 2 quarterback sacks. Green Bay Blizzard dominate. Tulsa Oilers everywhere they can. They win 58-26. The Eastern Conference Championship game will be Green Bay traveling to Quad City. It'll be played Saturday night. Boom. We'll have a prediction coming up Thursday, I bet, on that. Okay. All right. Next. Boom. Saturday night. Sunday night, we had the Western Conference first round games. We got the number 4 Vegas Nighthawks traveling to number 1 seed Bay Area Panthers. Okay. What happened here? Well, Bay Area Panthers been the best team in the league the whole year. Best team in the league. But then Rob Keefe starts talking at halftime about how he has the youngest team in the league and on a 1-year con. What? Be quiet, Rob Keefe. You talking to excuses, man. You guys were 13-3. You have excuses? Oh, man. Vegas Nighthawks came out, threw the ball for 202 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jaden Galore came out and took care of the businessman. They ran the ball for 63 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Boom, they had a defensive touchdown. Fumble recovered for a defensive touchdown. 1 sack. Defensive touchdown is huge. No turnovers is huge. Okay? Bay Area Panthers melted under the pressure, man. 167 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 52 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, but 1 fumble for a touchdown. No sacks. Vegas Nighthawks upset the Bay Area Panthers, and they're in the Western Conference Championship game. Boom. Okay, who are they going to play? Well, Monday night we had San Diego and Arizona get together. Okay, I figured Arizona's going to come out and take care of business. Dang near did, man. That's foreshadowing. San Diego Strike Force came out, 163 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nate Davis played some playoff football. Nate Davis showed he wants to win, man. Playoff football, Nate Davis. That's pretty good. I've never seen him play that well in playoffs, honestly. 71 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, here's the key stat. 7 for 7 on PATs. Now, why did I highlight that? Wait a second. I'll tell you why I highlighted that. Arizona Rattlers, 121 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's not very many touchdowns, man. 95 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. They made up the difference with the rushing yards. But here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. They missed the PAT. Oh, no. It was a shootout. They're matching each other. Score for score. Missed the PAT. Lost the game 49-48. So now we got a crazy game. San Diego Strike Force, number 3 seed, going to be hosting Vegas Nighthawks. But guess what? No one thought San Diego was going to be in the Western Conference Championship game, so they can't get their own arena. So they're playing in Vegas at the Leeds Family Center because they were planning to be in the playoffs still, man. They upset them, though. So now they're going to be playing a home game at Vegas against the Vegas Nighthawks. That's pretty crazy. It doesn't get any more crazy than that. IFL. That's why I love the IFL, man. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, CFL, Hamilton Ticats today, they released American defensive back Brandon Dozier. He had connections with the Calgary Stampeders and Brent Monson previously. They signed long snapper Simon Chavez. He played at Guelph, and he played for Winnipeg and Edmonton and Ottawa throughout his CFL career. He did play at Guelph, played a little linebacker, but mainly he's a long snapper. Okay. Boom, American running back Kevin Brown steps in. I guess Greg Bell's not looking that healthy yet. So they brought in Kevin Brown. He's from South Carolina. He played at Incarnate Word, 31 games. Put down almost 2,500 yards in 31 games. That's not a ton, man. Not a ton. But he did catch the ball 6 times, 623 yards. He has played for the Edmonton Elks for a while, for 3 years. He played for the Edmonton Elks, 37 games with the Edmonton Elks. He did have 522 rushing yards with them, okay? So he's doing some stuff. And he did play 3 games with Toronto this year. He had 18 carries, 37 yards. But basically, he got released by Toronto, and then we picked him up. Also, Tiger Cats, I wrote an article about that, so check that out on CFLNewsHub.com. Especially for you Canadian fans. You know, you Canadian fans out there, check out CFL News Hub, and you're going to love it. Okay? Boom. They moved national defensive back, they being Hamilton Ticats, moved national defensive back Patrick Burke on some injury list. So he's still hurt, man. He's still hurt. Toronto Argonauts added national offensive lineman Ryan Sevier. They added American running back Penny Boone. They released American linebacker Jarrett Martin. They moved to the practice roster national linebacker Stephen Smith. They added from the practice roster American wide receiver Jake Hershaw. They're just mixing up, trying to keep their trying to keep their roster alive so they can get another win. That's what it is in CFL this time of year. You're just moving around pieces trying to get another win, man. Montreal Alouettes, whatever you want to say. Boom. They moved to a single-game injury list. National offensive lineman Justin Lawrence. They added American defensive back Seontae Evans, who had retired. He was back with Montreal. So Seontae Evans, former Tiger Cats, back with Montreal. They're trying to get the crowd back together so they can go win this Grey Cup. They're trailing Hamilton, and they're not scoring defensive touchdowns, so they're trying to catch up, man. Boom. They added American defensive back Don Callis. They added American linebacker Caleb Johnson. They moved national defensive back, what was his name? Mark Antoine DeGoy to single-game injury list. DeCoy, I believe it is, released. American defensive lineman Antoine Moultrie signed American defensive back Brandon Dandridge. Okay, folks, so they're trying to make some moves, trying to get back on it. No. Tiger Cats on the East now, man. Y'all lost it. Edmonton Elks moved national defensive back Jarrell Cameron to the practice roster. They traded American running back Spencer Brown to Toronto. Boom. See ya. Toronto's getting better on the O-line. Ottawa Red Blacks added American defensive lineman Eric Bly, and they added to the practice roster American quarterback Tyree Adams. Okay, all right. So there we go. Making some moves, man. In the NFL, several moves being made along the way. Got a trade late last night. Las Vegas Raiders. They sent cornerback Ja'Cory Bennett to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for defensive tackle Thomas Booker IV. They're trying to build that defensive line so they can make some stops in the AFC West. It's difficult to get stops in the AFC West. Seattle Seahawks made an offer to edge rusher Von Miller before he signed Washington Commanders. He obviously signed Washington Commanders, so now they're trying to get edge Jadeveon Clowney to come with them for 1 year contract. Ravens, Panthers, they think they're going to be pretty good. They're trying to put it together, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers controversial quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. Why is he controversial? He became the head coach of Miami in high school, Northwestern, I believe. Miami Northwestern. He paid a bunch of money, Ubered some kids, won a state championship, got fired, man, for illegal expenditures. Okay, he's back in the league. He got out of retirement. He's going to visit Tampa Bay. He's going to sign with Tampa Bay to replace quarterback Michael Pratt, who's been dealing with some back injury stuff. So he's out of retirement again. He's coming back to do some stuff. I was once told never retire unless you know you're done. And Teddy Bridgewater's not doing that, man. LA Rams, running back Kyron Williams, reached an agreement for a 3-year, $33 million extension, $23 million guaranteed. Cleveland Browns signed quarterback Tyler Huntley. We already know that. They waived cornerback Anthony Kendall. He's probably happy to leave Cleveland, honestly, with that quarterback issue. Confusing situation. San Francisco 49ers have re-signed wide receiver Equanimeous St. Brown. Now, why am I saying re-signed him? Because they signed him 2 weeks ago, released him last week. What are they doing, man? They got him back 1 year deal. No one else wanted him, so they took him back. They released wide receiver Andy Isabella. You've been off the island. You're the weakest link, Andy Isabella. You're off the island. Poop. Not that island. Not Epstein Island. No. Off the San Francisco Island. You know what I'm saying? The Alcatraz. Okay. Indianapolis Colts. They said they're going to start in the first preseason game against the Ravens, Anthony Richardson. Second preseason game against the Packers. Here's our Daniel Jones. And the loser of that battle gets to start. That's backwards. The winner of that battle starts in week 1. I said loser because it's going to be Daniel Jones. He's the biggest loser. Man, I hate that guy. All right? Horrible quarterback. I used to know guys too hyped about Daniel Jones. I said, Daniel Jones, he played at Duke, man. He's not getting me any good. We're here coached by Peyton Manning's coach. Shut up, man. He's been nothing. He's been a nothing burger. Okay, he's about to go to the Colts. He's going to go to a quarterback graveyard. Him and Anthony Richardson are going to be on the IR together drinking tea. Okay, drinking tea, thinking about Caleb Williams' nails. Boom. NFL. Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison got his punishment from the NFL. He's been suspended 3 games due to substance abuse situations. He's going to miss games against the Bears, Falcons, and Bengals. First 3 games. Bengals are going to get that win. Boom. Or the Vikings. Let's go. Okay, Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders is going to be quarterback 1 versus the Panthers. That probably means he's not going to be a starter. We're going to start him with that preseason game, but he's out sore shoulder. Who knows? Tight end George Kittle announced for the NFL they banned smelling salts and ammonia packets. He let the kid a whiff before the game. I know some guys like that. Nick Land, shout out to you, Nick Land, Indianapolis Bison. That guy likes to hit the smelling salts for the game. I'm not saying euphemism. It's real smelling salts. He pops the thing, smells it, and then he goes out and plays. And he's usually pretty good. He's kind of old though. I'm saying, Nick Land, you're kind of old. Okay, all right. Hamburg Sea Devils have broken another quarterback. They have placed quarterback Jalen Tregle on the IR. They have 2 games left. They don't know who's going to play quarterback. I wouldn't play quarterback for Hamburg Sea Devils. You're going to end up with a ruptured spleen or something, man. You can't be doing that. You're gonna your sciatica is going to be working up. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So no one wants to play quarterback for Hamburg Sea Devils. Tyler, what do you think of the situation? I think tomorrow they will go over our CFL betting guide, and I think we'll talk about the NFL preseason games, and hopefully we'll have these articles done, bruh. And then we'll talk about, I don't know what we'll talk about. We'll figure it out. I guess we'll figure it out. I'm Tyler Tiger. Remember, if you want to read about the NFL, check out footballanalysis1.com. If you want to check out the CFL news, check out CFLnewshub.com. If you like football scientific, which you should, and if you don't, you're a real loser, then you want to subscribe, which some people have already done. We got a bunch of subscribers. And then you're going to like the video. Why? Because you can see more videos. We keep making them. Let's keep making them. That's it for Football Scientific. Happy school day tomorrow. And the Football Scientific portal is closed. All right.